Hi, this is Vicki from Brewery Products here with another episode of Beer Talk on WOYK. Joining us today is Jeffrey Dean from Hardball Cider. I'm excited for you to tell everybody about kind of the family history, a little bit of what got you into the cider business. So was your farm always used for cider making?
It was. My family has owned this farm since somewhere around the early 1900s, and I'm fifth generation on the family farm. So it's been in my family many generations, over a century actually at this point, and we can predate the cider making back to about 1934 is when we started making just fresh pressed cider on the farm. So I took that about 5 years ago, actually a little bit longer than that, about 7 or 8 years ago, since I actually went into the concept of hardball cider and then started making my first batches of 5 gallon buckets of hard cider to start nailing down some recipes and see if we could actually do this.
Oh, that's awesome. So again, we're here at the Rev Stadium. Where did the baseball theme come from?
I was a baseball player through college. I coached some college softball, and I actually coached a little bit of professional women's softball. Having had that background, and after I hung up my cleats for the last time, it was, how do I stay and keep myself around the excitement and energy of a ballpark? And if you think back maybe 8, 10 years ago, there weren't really a lot of options other than beer and soda and other non-alcoholic drinks, but beer primarily at ballparks. And so there's this big drive toward local to gluten-free to something that's a little more refreshing for some people at a baseball stadium. So having the cider press here at the farm and having grown up with that for many, many years, and my love of baseball and softball, I kind of put those two things together to say, let's make a beverage that we can actually introduce at a ballpark and have people enjoy when it's the middle of July, it's a 105 game, and it's 95 degrees out. After your first or second beer, your mouth's kind of getting a little dry, a little chalky. So cider was that alternative to be something that was roughly the same ABV, but also going to be refreshing and that you could have multiples of while you're sitting at that ball game.
Sounds like a great segue to the ballpark. And if anybody's seen the hardball ciders and seen their tap markers, it is literally an apple with stitching of a baseball. So it perfect look to it as well. So it definitely screams ball teams and cider.